Alrighty, so we've been doing a lot of work on the different software, but it's been a while since we've run through all the different screens and the features of the NateChrony, so we're going to do that now. So we've got the default screen of the NateChrony, the shot screen. We've now got a new mini screen. So this is for devices that are really limited in the amount that they can display. Potentially something like a smartwatch. If the device can open up a web page, this is the most cut down version of the NateChrony web page. It's got a link to get back to your main screen if you navigate to it so you don't get stuck. It simply has the speed, the power in both metric or imperial, and a little copyright there. So this is all it displays. If you have a limited resolution screen, this is probably going to be the best bet. Also, it's got voice on it. So if you've got the voice turned on, the voice readout, it'll read out both the speed and the power or whatever you've selected. So that's the new mini page. If we go back to the regular shoot page, so we've got the speed, the power in either metric or imperial, feet per second, foot pounds, meters per second and joules, your configured pellet weight, the current shot count, that's the number of shots in the current shot string. You've then got a description. So we've got NateChrony demo. This is, if you look at the previous video, you can save the results, you can print them, you can email them, you can do lots of stuff. So if you're doing testing, you can actually put a description on what it is you're actually doing. So, configure different types of pellets. If you're looking at power settings, that's when you can put a little description so you can basically put a name to your testing. So we have our current shot string here of 5 shots. We've got the statistics, minimum, maximum, average, spread, and standard deviation. Feet per second, foot pounds. Again, you can change that to metric as well. So this is the statistics of the current shot string. If we take a shot, we'll see it update there, goes to the current shot string. If for some reason there's an issue with the shot, you had an issue with your rifle, or maybe it was a bad pellet or something, you can clear the last shot from the current shot string. You can also save that into one of the save slots below. So we want to save the current shot string into save number 3. We can see that it appears down below in number 3 here. We can then clear the current shot string. That empties out and we can start a new string there. Now down here we've got those 4 different save slots, save strings. 1, 2, 3, 4 speed, and then we've got the power. So it's nice and easy to compare adjoining columns because all the speeds are together, all of the powers are together. Similar to the statistics above, you've got the minimum, maximum, average, spread, and standard deviation. And this is what you've got at the top here. So the first figure is the minimum, the maximum, average, spread, and standard deviation. You then have the shot string below that. So you've got statistics of not only your current shot string, but all saved shot strings as well. So really good to compare different results when you're doing lots and lots of testing. If we look at the very bottom, if you have connected the NateChrony to an existing Wi-Fi network, that's your IP address, and that'll tell you on that network, potentially have internet access. You've got your software version, we're on 3.4, and we've got a date and time. Again, if you're doing testing, time of day, things like that, when was I using this, what session was it in, that's saved down the very bottom there. Now both the mini screen and the NateChrony shoot screen will give you a voice readout if it's configured. So if you've got voice readout, you take a shot, it will give you that readout there. We go to the setup screen. Yes, you can shoot from this screen. It'll give results in both metric and imperial. This is where you set the units, metric or imperial. That will be saved to the unit. So every time you start up, it will go back to whatever you selected here. Here we've got the voice configured. So you can select it to read out the speed, the power, both speed and power, or none. So if we select both, we'll go back to the shoot screen. Every time you refresh a screen, hit a button, it will read out that current shot. I'll see if I can get the readout. So that is the voice readout feature. Again, you can select speed or power, both or none. That's the description field. This is where you set that here, the comment. Set your pellet weight in grains or grams. If you set it for 1, it automatically does the conversion between grains and grams for you. Speed adjust, that's the calibration. If you need to make the NateChrony match another chronograph, you can adjust its readout to make it read higher or lower. That will be 1 foot per second at 1,000 feet per second, and that will be scaled. So if you adjust it to read fast by 1 foot per second at 1,000 feet per second, it will read half a feet per second at 500 foot per second. And at the very, very bottom, you can see that we have the software. So this is new. This is we now have the ability to update the software remotely. If you want to do an upgrade, you can reach out to us. We will organize that. You basically have to type in a specific software, a code in there, follow a specific procedure that will reset your chronograph. It reaches out to our update server, grabs the new version, updates it, resets, and you're good on the new version. So no more having to send out and replace any boards. And finally, we have the Wi-Fi screen. Nothing has really changed here. You've got your password for the Chrony Wi-Fi when you connect to the Chrony's Wi-Fi. And if you want to connect to an existing access point, SSID and password there as well. So some significant changes. That's what each of the fields do. If you have any questions, any feedback, if you'd like to see something else, please feel free to reach out to us, pop a comment in the video below as well. Enjoy your testing.